Hello, guys, and welcome back to the field for the European region here. The first day of this action, again, we'll be here today and tomorrow to bring it all to you. And I'm excited. What an intense series we had there to start it out, Spooks.
My goodness, going from a series that looked to be a sweep, just done easy, we're done for today, let's go on to tomorrow, to a 12-minute overtime. I still cannot believe it went to that long.
Yeah, I can't believe that it was that long as well either. And it looks like we're going to have another intense matchup here. But I don't know if there's anything that's going to be able to top that 17-minute total game that we just had.
I don't think anything can top that. Not even anything in the field, unless it's going to be another 15-minute overtime, is going to be able to top that series. But we're hoping for at least another good series with AW3. And I'm sorry for my mispronunciation, but Cagliari. I probably butchered that name completely, so I'll just call them the Exceed Squad.
Yeah, it's Cagliari Calcio Exceed. I don't know, dude. To me, it sounds like a Harry Potter spell or something. But what a name from those guys. Re Ultras, Alex 19, Mike S, and then on the AW3 side, you've got Inferno, Sieb, and Fireman Jonas. It's going to be a very, very tough matchup here. Another best of five coming out for us.
Yeah, definitely. For me personally, as a caster who is known with the AW3 squad, I want to see either one of two things happen, really. I want to see either them do well, just win this, move on, or I just want Seep to be absolutely swept. I'm fine with both, to be honest.
What? Oh my lord! You want to just watch the world burn here, man? You either want full success and happy and good relations, or you want them to just get absolutely annihilated. That's a very interesting approach from you there, Spooks.
Of course. Like you need to know a little bit something, and of course, I know the boys a bit better from the AW3 squad, so you can be a little bit more nice to them. But no, if this is definitely going to be a tough match for the Exceeds team, because you're playing against a team that is starting to get really well known, especially in the RLCS scene as well, with almost making the grid and almost making RLCS itself, and
Yeah.
it's going to be a tough matchup for them, I believe.
Yeah, that's the team that really has had some momentum going into this lately. I think that you're exactly right there. Just barely missing on two of those major qualifiers here, which is, and still participating in the field here, which is awesome. It's what the field was intended for, man, to get you good experience so that you can participate better in those major competitions. And we're going to see if that major success here with the grid and with the regional qualifiers continues over here into the field finale. But I believe we have the lobby about ready to go. So if we're ready here on the production side, I'd be cool getting into this match and not having us just talk about it, seeing what exactly is going to happen between these guys.
Definitely, we hope to get this underway and just get some good games in this. I just don't know. This is going to be probably the toughest one to call because
Yeah.
I don't know too much about this Exceed team. I believe it's a mix-up of both the Cagliari. Sorry, again, I apologize for all the Italians. And the
Yeah.
Exceed team. I believe it's a mix-up between those two teams. Don't
Yep.
know which one is on which one, but it doesn't really matter because it's probably still an incredibly strong squad to even get to this spot.
Yeah, I mean, with this Italian name, man, I'm gonna be looking like Brad Pitt and Inglorious Bastards here, trying to pronounce this one with with my butchered Italian. If you've ever seen that movie, Arrivederci. With my nice Southern accent here coming at it, but we're gonna see these guys starting it out strong. Here we go. AW3 with the possession first off the backboard, pass towards the middle, a shot on, but it's gonna be blocked away, very very close. Still eking towards the goal, but not gonna be able to get in there just yet.
A low shooting attempt already. It's a good shot, but it's not enough just yet. And it seems that we have some problems going on right now, so we have to be fully talking over it right now. Inferno gets it out to the side. Fireman Jonas gets this ball high and nice once again. Inferno doesn't get to it, and Jonas has to follow it up himself. Real tries to get into the center. It's a good pass for Alex. It's a shot on target. Sieb gets it to the side, and Jonas tries to follow it up on him. Inferno doesn't get it past Alex, who has been blocking off this AW3 squad to get them to stay around the midfield side. And this is a good double attempt by Mike's. It's just not enough.
Yeah, very close from these guys, but yeah, we've lost the video feed, and I was casting from VMix, so I'm gonna have to rely on you to carry that, Spooks.
I will keep this up for you. Seeb looking for an attempt alone. Jonas is there to back him up. Gets the flip reset. Doesn't get it on target at least. Now Alex taking it a bit slower, but leaves it all open for Inferno. It's a good shot attempt once again. Ultras is there to save it. Save the day and gets it onto the side. Fireman Jonas make sure that AW3 is sticking in this offense. Looks to stick around a little bit longer as well as Inferno gets this ball onto the backboard. Alex takes a bit of control, takes a bit of patience. Gets it all the way out, and now the ball is on the backboard as we have our feed back once again. And the second defeat is back. It seems that XC team is back on offense.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to finally get some feedback here so I can talk to you guys a little bit more about what's going on, and this one's going to be cleared out. Great stuff. Very, very close. But, you know, neither side scoring just yet. I think you were talking about how AW3 has been performing pretty well and had a chance to really kind of come out and show out. But right now, first 2 minutes, haven't had anything going as a spiking shot going straight towards the net. But always there, it seems like, this Cagliari side.
Definitely they are. They're not giving up any space really for AW3 to capitalize on this attempt by Seeb going high, looking for the double, doesn't get it, it gets hit to the side. But it seems that AW3 is slowly starting to wake up. They are known to be a bit of a sleeper team. They need some time to get into their groove, but once they do, this is an incredibly scary team. Alex, let's take a bit of control, tries to bait someone out. The ball gets hit into the center by Seeb once again. That gets a couple of bumps going. It seems that both these teams are still trying to figure each other out a tiny bit, and it's a bit of patience that still comes out.
Yeah, the patience is coming out for these guys, and they're just waiting on the ball to come to them to allow them to develop the plays that they need to. As Fireman going to take this one to the side and push this down, but that's going to be kind of a mistake right there. It's going to allow Cagliari to come in and see if they can get some momentum going as this goes towards the middle. But again, no scores yet. A very different start than we saw in the last series, where it started with incredible firepower and ended in kind of a droll like this one is right here.
And there is an attempt for Alex, and he gets it on target. It's the top corner, and there is the lead. A tiny bit unexpected, but definitely deserved by Cagliari. Or just Exceed. I'll just call them Exceed. I apologize again, Italians. I'm sorry.
It's all right, and that is a little cheeky touch right there. They're going to take the first goal in this one with 1:44 left. So good stuff from them as this is going to come up towards the backboard again. Maybe a chance here for Ultras to try to get this one towards the goal. He's not going to be able to just yet. Now towards the net, and it's going to be challenged quickly, but it's not going to have much on it. Steve couldn't really get as close on that challenge as he'd like to. Inferno plays this to the corner, but AW3 hasn't really found any kind of momentum going their way just yet.
Seems a bit of a weak side still. They're not fully committing together with each other. They're not doing what they're known for just being a menace on offense. They're being a tiny bit of a scaredy cat. This might be it, and there, just as I say, a pass coming out. Jonas gets it, easy tap in, and for anyone who doesn't know, there's a tiny bit of a meme around the AW3 team that they do not hit clips. One person in particular, I will not call out names, but be aware of it. They will not hit the most beautiful goals.
Hey man, you take whatever goals you can get right here, and this is going to be tied up for the team, and you know you love to see that for them as they're finally getting a little bit of momentum going forward. And Seeb's going to take this one up in the air, and it bounces down, taken by Ultras up over the top, and can't quite get there as this one's cleared out very, very long. And oh, a chance this might go, but couldn't get over the top of the ball, and Alex is going to be able to clear it out.
It does seem to be that Inferno takes a tiny bit of control, gets it onto the offensive side. Gets hit into the air. Can he follow this up? He does get it back into the middle. It's a good passing play. Look, tries to bring it down. Can't do it enough. And the defense is holding strong for the last couple of seconds. Just 20 left. Looking to finish this off, at least go into the overtime. Jonas, it's a good hit onto the blue side, and Inferno tries to solo it himself this time around, but gets a bit of an awkward landing. It's not enough. 10 seconds left. This ball's on target. Inferno!
What a shot from him, man. This is a play that just is kind of slow and bouncing, kind of everybody just getting a little bit too under the ball. The challenge comes in a little bit too low, and Inferno just wins it out over the top and into the back of the net. 8.1 seconds left. It's going to take a miracle for Cagliari here to find a goal. as this one's going to come towards the middle. It's going to be Mike's. He's up. He's going for the pass. The tie. It's not going to be there. It's going to be blocked away. The ball's still in the air, though. It's up in this orange corner. Alex looking for the middle. He gets it to the ceiling. Going to be cleared long here. Is anyone going to get back to it in time? Yes, but it's still going to be killed. And AW3 comes from behind, down 1 goal to win that one.
AW3, they almost gave away that miracle near the end. An incredible attempt from Exceed as they try to bring it back, but it's not enough. And AW3 took this series, but it could have gone either way, in my opinion.
Yeah, it really could have. I mean, the series was, it seemed like a much slower and controlled style of play than we saw in the last one, right? Neither of these guys are trying to really kind of outpace you with their mechanical ability. Not that these guys don't have it. You can definitely tell from the way that they were scoring these goals and the goals that they did get that they were able to put the ball where they wanted to, but they're not relying on a chaotic style of play, right? They're playing the ball up and they're trying to keep it in front of them. Much more defensively minded teams, I'd say.
Definitely. They are looking to sustain themselves a lot more. And you see it. You saw it against sorry to bring up the name again, the 2 Sims and Von Furry team, who really, they were incredible on offense, but their defense was lacking a lot of times, where it was just like they weren't leaving too much open, but you could see that it wasn't as solidly as both these teams are, and both these teams are, in my opinion, incredibly scary with how solid they are playing. There is no real mistake coming out apart from near the end where Inferno got past the defense because of a mistouch, but that's about it, really. That was almost the only mistake, really, that came out from both these teams.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, these teams were pretty good about not making enough mistakes to make anything too dangerous and following up on each other. And so really, again, like you said, very clean play. But, towards the end there, the goal that came in for AW3 did come off of some just missed challenges where they were just a little bit too low on the balls. And so hopefully, you're going to see that cleaned up and we can get another long series here.
Yeah, definitely. But I think probably the biggest thing that you can take from this series is just that these teams are not going to be the wild teams that are going to be flying high, doing all the stuff, the pretty flip resets and the double flip reset musty flicks. No, these are the teams that you just see playing and you think, my goodness, I could play in that. But the second you're playing in it, you get absolutely stumped. Because they are so solid. They're not doing anything special, but they're so solid all around.
Yeah, again, that's what we're talking about with the ability to control the ball, control the game for the most part. They're 2 teams that really look like they're comfortable in that aspect. But we're going to see which team decides to get a little bit more creative here and really kind of to break the mold a little bit and create some opportunities here as we go forward in this best-of-5 series.
Definitely, and we're waiting a tiny bit on one of the players. I won't call out names, but it's from the team you know who. He's waiting to rejoin. It seems he has finally found his way back into the game, but game 2, and this is going to be a deciding one in my opinion. I think whoever wins this one has a good amount of momentum coming in to just take everything. Because if you allow AW3 to slowly warm up, they're most likely going to take that final match as well then. But for Exceed, you want to take this next game just to finish it off.
Yeah, you definitely need to try to get something going here. At least you don't want to go down into a best-of-5 series down 2-0. That becomes oftentimes too long of a hill to climb, and we're going to see if they can do that here as AW3. Going to start off with a little bit of possession down the right side here. Sieb's going to take this one, flick it high up towards that left corner, but it's going to be met very well by Real Ultras.
Definitely in a good start from AW3. The ball does get cleared. Inferno is looking to get it. A little bit of a double commit coming out from AW3, but it's still an offensive push. Ball gets hit onto the backboard. There's a teammate. It's not enough, but it's again the scary stuff you expect from AW3. The ball getting into the center from Sieb. There's a teammate waiting for it. Inferno can't do enough. Does get the boost, and straight away out of the gates, AW3 is looking to sustain some offensive pressure.
Yeah, this looks like a team that has made the necessary adjustments there from the first game and is already going to have it with Inferno with the double tap off the backboard. And you can see here, Sieb sets this one up for him, plays this middle. Perfect infield pass, misses one defender, goes for the inside out the goal. The other one, but he's just mistimed it. And Inferno puts this right into the back of the net. And AW3 picking up right where they left off.
The most clip-worthy clip we're probably going to get out of them anyway. But the ball gets hit into the center once again. It's a good hit. AW3 can follow it up on it though, and now Mike's looking to get some offensive for their team. Ball gets hit high, follow up from Seep, gets it onto the side, tries to follow it up himself again, but does get blocked this time around. The 50-cent blocks are coming out right now, and Seep gets down all the way, so he's all gone now. Fireman Jonas can't get to it either, and the ball is just a bit stuck in midfield right now.
Yeah, the ball is a little stuck in the midfield, and that's unfortunate for these guys as it's not able to clear anything out, but finally a little bit of momentum coming in. Cagliari trying to find this towards the middle. And, you know, I really think I may just go full Brad Pitt here, man, and just go with the full Southern accent every time I say their name and just just throw it back, man, you know, to the Quentin Tarantino film. So, but we'll see as this one is finally they're going to get a little bit of a momentum, but this is dead in this corner right here. I don't think I've ever seen a ball in this high level of play so dead as that one was in the corner.
Yes, it seems to be finally cleared out, but we're back in there anyway. Now Inferno gets a good hit, beats out the defenders. It's not on target though, but it at least gets that pressure gone and seems to relax them a tiny bit themselves. Now pass onto Inferno. Can he get the second? Looking for the second. Inferno, what are you doing? You're not supposed to hit good shots.
Yeah, this is a great little turn from him on this. He's up in the ball in the air very quickly. Reads it very well and just puts it right onto the backboard where it comes straight back into his nose. I think that's something that people underestimate when they talk about double taps is, you know, a lot of times people focus on how they adjust their car to be able to hit the ball after they've hit it the first time. But really the most important thing is getting that first touch to come off, to just come right back into your car exactly the way you want to. And Inferno did that right there. I mean, he put it to where he almost couldn't miss it.
And it seems AW3 has not fully awoken yet, but they're at least awake enough to be a dangerous side. Armin Jonas is all left alone, but he's quick enough up that no one else can do anything really with it. And now Seep gives it all away. It's a bit of an unexpected touch. You would have expected him to take control of this, but it at least gives his team enough time to reset themselves. Now the pass onto the midfield. Alex is the quickest one there, but doesn't have any boost to follow it up himself. And now you're starting to slowly see AW3 eat up Exceed and slowly push up more and just take control of this match.
Yeah, they are, and you can see as they have the 2-goal lead right here, but I mean, it's not like a commanding one. There's still a chance here for Cagliari to be able to come in and see if they can get something going. A demo going to come out. This could open up some space to the backboard. It's going to be met very well, though. This could be a goal all the way down the other side. Who's going to win the race to the ball? And it's going to be Steve who eventually gets there fast enough to be able to cut that one out, but maybe a chance on the attack from Cagliari.
Definitely is, and it seems that they finally have some offensive pressure coming out. It's a good shot. It's just not enough, and the ball gets hit onto the side. Armin Jonas can get a good 50 going from themselves. Now passing play coming out from Exceed, gets intercepted. Follow up once again by Realtras. It's not enough, and Alex gets a good 50 as well, but it seems that AW3 is slowly trying to bait them out into these challenges and just waste more time. See, gets it onto the Fireman Jonas. It's a bit too high, so the pass doesn't succeed. Finally, Inferno takes a tiny bit of control, tries to get it past the defenders. There's just one defender still lingering right there. Tries to get it solo. The ball lands up in the middle. There's the shot, and there's Alex.
What a shot right here. This one got so convoluted with the ball coming around the outside a couple of times. Couldn't really see who's going to finally win the battle to it, but Alex comes out of the smoke on top of it, beating everyone to it and putting it into the upper 90.
Does a back onto kickoff. It's just a couple of seconds. It's less than a minute left, so AW3 just needs to hold on. They've lost a bit of that control that they probably wanted. With the 2-goal lead that you have so much more control. Farman Jonas gets it onto the middle for Seep. Can Seep take control of it? He hits it high onto Farman Jonas, but gets it on the backboard. Doesn't have the boost to follow him up himself. Gets by there by Inferno. Not enough. And right now, Alex.
No, it's not enough. And that was such an extension right there. We're going to see maybe a chance here. Oh, my Lord. That was a big extension from AW3 to try to score. And really almost a chance for Cagliari to come back and tie that one up. But the defense able to get back in time there, Spooks. That was a very close opportunity. Now the ball in this Cagliari half. Can they get this one going? They want to prevent a 2-0 right here as it comes towards the middle. Looking off the backboard, a chance maybe. Not one more touch to get it around towards his outside player. The wing attacker coming in, but not going to be able to take it towards the middle. Bump comes out, but he pushes it into the ground. The net was open, but time ran out. Unfortunate for Cagliari as AW3 is going to squeak away with this one.
And this is not what you want to see. This is probably the worst thing you can see, because it's it's a scary place to be in. You now have to reverse sweep AW3, a team notorious for just being incredibly annoying to get a lead back against. So we're gonna see if they're gonna be in the same annoying side to take away a reverse sweep from.
Yeah, this is going to be kind of crazy. I can't wait to see what's going to happen here. AW3, again, like you said, is such a solid team where I think that they, for the most part, have kept the ball in front of them and have done a really good job of kind of keeping it out of the net. But there were a couple of times there where they overextended and left some openings. But I think really, like you were mentioning, is such a defensive team that it's going to be a team that's pretty hard to win 3 games in a row against.
Definitely. And, I mean, all credit to Cagliari, who has been in a good position. They have done well. They have been keeping up with AW3, but it's just that final push, that last tiny bit that you need to be among those better teams that are just so incredibly solid. They're doing an incredible job. I have to give all the credit to them. They're an incredible team, but they need that final push, just that tiny bit more, just that little bit more.
Just a little bit more here, and that is the case as we're going to see AW3's coming in. A demo comes out towards the middle. Now a chance all the way down towards that back wall. Not going to quite be there. As Alex comes around the outside, trying to find a little bit of momentum for this team. I think Cagliari really wants to draw first blood here. They need to get up and on this one, putting it into the back of the net quickly. But AW3 is going to keep playing their play style of just slowing the game down when they can and then striking, kind of like a cobra bed. They coil up and wait on the moment, and then you see somebody pops off and puts it into the net the moment you leave it open.
Definitely, and a good attempt for Seed. It's just the crossbar and out. It's barely being kept out, and right now it's the offensive pressure. Once again, another shot coming out. It's again the crossbar, I believe, who gets it onto the side, and Exceed have to thank their lucky stars for that moment, because that's just like almost in. It's getting close once again. Seed looking for the double, doesn't get it because it gets blocked onto the side, and the pressure from AW3 slowly building up once again. We saw this in game 1 and 2. You cannot allow them to build up pressure non-stop.
No, you can't right here. And Fireman Jonas comes in, trying to create some space. Now, Seeb, he had a chance. He's very close to it. He's going to play it to the backboard now and plays outside. And a chance for Inferno, but that's a little bit of a commit up. Now a chance maybe going the other way for Cagliari as they're going to get one to Mike S. on the outside here. Tries to play this one down, but he's ended up just switching the fields on it, which I think AW3 is going to be happy for, as it allows them to get some space to get their defensive rotations in position.
And as Inferno, I believe, is the quickest one there. He's just quick enough to be beating the double commit. Can he get it into the center? He does get the ball there, but there's still a defender waiting for it. Now on to the other side. It's Alex with a shot, looking to get it on target. Fireman Jordan's just in its path. Now it's slowly starting to be building up from the Exceed side to just get some offensive push. Let's see, taking control, looking for the solo play. Can he get it past the defenders? No, it's not enough yet. Again, both these teams, again, I have to say it so many times, are just so solidly on everything. Defense, offense, they've been strong all the way through.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, and again, this is looking very much like the 2 games that we've seen already in this series. Low-scoring affairs with the teams just poking and prodding here, playing a little bit of a neutral game, just testing the defenses, seeing if they're going to react to something, seeing if there's going to be a weakness. And right now, not a lot of weaknesses to exploit from either side.
It's probably going to be another 1-goal game, looking for an offensive push. This is just a good second touch. Is Alex there? He goes to get it, gets it past the defender. And finally, the lead is again in Exceed's hands.
Yeah, that's phenomenal stuff. A great 50-50 and almost a block from Jonas. I mean, I don't know if he could have played that any more perfectly right there. Just a little bit caught out of position. And Cagliari, man, I asked him, I said, hey, you guys are going to have to score first here. I think you're going to have to bring first blood into this game to change up the playstyle from AW3 if you want to take this one. And they've done that. Now can they hold on to it?
The same important question it always is. Finally, it seems that the AW3 squad, it has to chase now after it. Paul looking to go into the center. Inferno tries to get a second touch. Does get it into the midfield, but it's not enough. He gets blocked by it. Sieve getting a high ball, trying to force people to come out for it. Waste their boost a tiny bit. Sieve once again tries to get a second touch. Gets it into the midfield. Who's there first? Well, it's Mike's. He also blocked his own teammate. Inferno looking to get it into the center. Onto Fireman Jonas, but it's not enough. Once again, it seems that Exceed finally has figured out how to block off the AW3 offensive pushes. And it's not enough just yet again. Steve looking for a touch, gets it past one, gets it past the second. There we go again.
Yeah, I'm shocked that this one squeaked through here. Sieb, he's going to come around and just, good Lord. Alex, I thought, took a great angle right there. And Sieb somehow just puts it off the end of his car, past everyone, across the net and into the goal. And here we go. Tie game yet again. Cagliari is going to have to find some magic here if they want to continue in this upper bracket. Back pass towards the net, and it's going to be taken around by Inferno. Up in the air. Here we go. Can we get anything going? Fireman Jonas gets knocked out. Now Alex towards the net. This one's going to be threatening a little bit. It has to be saved by Steve. Can he win the battle to the ball? He cannot, and it's going to be Mike S. in the corner trying to find any kind of space here, and you can see the possession going Cagliari's way to start this one out.
Jonas gets on the other side actually, and Inferno gets it high onto the backboard once again. It's a good touch. Does get it centered, but there's another player from the blue side in its path. Now Fireman Jonas tried to get the solo play set up, gets it on the backboard, gets the double, but it's not enough. Once again, the ball gets hit onto the other side, and it's all the way gone once again, and it's just non-stop the same thing. Not enough. It's just not enough.
Yeah, it's so close, man, but no cigar for these boys as it's coming in now. See, trying to end the series. He gets the touch. He gets the goal. What a shot from him. And this is the thing I was telling you about AW3. It's a team that almost lulls you to sleep with their play. Plays so safely. And then the moment they see they have an opening, when they see that they can beat you to a ball that can lead to a goal, you see Sieb come in up on this one and just get the little doink touch, the barely tip of his nose over the top to put the goal in to maybe win this series.
These scores have been familiar all the way through. Game 1, 2, and 3, all looking very similar, but now can they hold on to it? They need to see, looking for maybe a third, gets the second touch. It's not enough, but with the seconds falling down, Inferno's most likely just gonna waste time, and the defense must hold on right now. Demo's coming out, ball is still up into the air. Sieb doesn't get it, but eventually there is the ball. It gets dropped, and AW3 sweeps the Italian side of Exceed.
Very, very close stuff right there. I mean, that was a series that went 3-0. But if you look at the score lines from each of those series, I mean, almost closer than the last series we had that had a 17-minute game, because, I mean, I think the goal differential between those two teams ended up being less than 5. I think it was like 3 or 4 goals differential between all the games. Now, AW3 does come out on top, and, that is the name of the game, winning a game, not blowing people out. That doesn't matter. You've just got to score more in an individual game, and that's exactly what they did right there. But I just got to say, good stuff from Cagliari, man. I mean, they were just a couple of opportunities away from taking a few more games away and maybe reversing the course of that series.
Definitely, and they're going to be onto the lower side and the losers bracket, but this is not a losers team. I can promise you that. This is a team that is going to try and deal with whoever they meet down there. They're a strong side. You should not expect this is going to be an easy win. AW3 had their hands full with them.
Yeah, they definitely did, and I'm excited to see what those guys will do going forward here. But that's going to be it for me, at least on this cast for now. I will be back later to bring some of the North American action to you guys when we switch over. Spooks is going to stay on for a minute, but I'd often let some other people come on, get them a chance here in EU. So been a pleasure being with you guys, and I'll see you guys later tonight. But for right now, we're going to throw it to a little bit of a break as we switch things up and bring back the rest of this action.